Namaste Sannyasa family and everyone. A very warm welcome to all of you in this daily live meditation session with me, Dhyanse. We're meditating on 112 meditation techniques of Vigyan, Bhairav, Tantra. While going through spiritual books, spiritual teachings, after all the teachings, techniques, philosophies, ideas, concepts, down below there is always this line. If you want to learn more, do not try this yourself. Rather, do this in the presence of a teacher, of a guru or a master. Learn this from a teacher, a guru or a master. This small line that is there in all the spiritual books, in all the spiritual teachings, in all forms of documentation of these spiritual teachings. While going through those books, you must have come across this line and you must have thought, this is an advertisement. What about all this text that is there? I will learn from this. And this one small disclaimer, this one small line, this is just an advertisement. Just like we are so used to in the marketplace, we have made this whole world into a marketplace where everywhere you see advertisements. And when you come across these spiritual books, you also see that as an advertisement. That disclaimer, that line that is written, that if you want to go deeper, if you want to understand, if you want to really take a dive in your spiritual realms, go do this with a master. Be with a master. Be with a teacher, a guru. This line which appears as an advertisement, it is not an advertisement. It is written out of compassion. It is not an advertisement, it is an invitation. When you go through all these teachings, all these texts, and while you are getting ready for this invitation, see all these books, all these texts, all this what is out there available, this as only an invitation. This can give you some few glimpses, some few experiences, some snorkeling experiences from the surface to look down into the depths of the ocean. You may see some things here and there, but to go deep into the uncharted, into the unknown depths of yourself, you need to go along with someone. But in the experiences that we have made in life, in the stories that we have heard in life, we want to do everything on our own. We do not want to take any guidance, any support from anybody. Because we think so much knowledge is out there, so many books are out there, so much is written. If I will learn all this, who needs a teacher? Who needs a master? Who needs a guru? The ego comes in the way, the caution comes in the way, the stories of other people come in the way. So many things hold you back to completely dismiss that one line and go along with those 500 pages that you are ready to invest the next 1 year, 2 years of your life in learning those teachings through those books. Please see that in spirituality, in these spiritual realms, all books are incapable, insufficient of taking you to your depths. They are just an invitation. All these teachings are just an invitation, and for some reason, if you somehow stumble upon something that is even more profound than you can expect, then to experiment with that all by yourself can be sometimes dangerous, can be sometimes misleading. So until you are still taking this invitation, evaluating this invitation, being with this invitation, you can take your time, you can take as much time as you like. You have already waited lifetimes. So how does it matter if you wait 1 or 2 lives more? So you can take all of your time, but if you want to go deep in yourself, if you want to go in the uncharted terrains of your own inner depths, go along with someone you trust. Go along with a master. Go along with a teacher. Go along with a guru. Until that time, all these teachings, they are an invitation of the surface, or if you experiment on your own, they may lead you astray. They may keep you in the unknown, not really knowing what is happening, and so on. I would like to share one example of that from our community, for not just the meditators in our community, but also for everyone else who is on this path of spirituality. A new meditator joined our community and is not asking a question, but rather sharing one of these experiences, these spiritual experiences. And I felt the urge to pick it up for all our community members and for everyone else, to learn from these experiences, to find our path of spirituality and not get lost in this or that experiences. The meditator here writes, I would like to share or talk about that I experience a new kind of phenomena during my regular meditation practice for approximately 2 weeks. This meditator has been meditating for the last 1.5 years, has been practicing yoga nidra, has been practicing something that is known as dream yoga. And now she shares the experience, says, I do not experience it every time I meditate, but the appearance of it is increasing. I already know this kind of phenomena from my yoga nidra practice. That is why I mentioned it, but it's new to me during sitting meditation. What happened is that I see strange pictures and very short dreamlike sequences which appear totally out of nothing and disappear very quickly. Those are kind of distractions, but I won't label them as thoughts because they're usually so weird with no relevant context. I won't label them as regular dreams either. And she goes on explaining, she goes on giving examples. One example she gives is, once I saw a man on a parking lot with a green car, and he was putting lots and lots of dogs into the car. Another example she gives is, I was standing near a lake and suddenly 4 ostriches came running towards me and passing me by very closely. And then she goes on mentioning, for I do dream work as well, I would consider these experiences as liminal, hypnagogic images, but things like these are completely new to me in this context. Please see that this commentary on your experience is out of compassion, out of the caution, not just for you, but for every meditator out there. While you start exploring these realms on your own, you may start going astray. And there is no way for you to know that you're going astray, because on the spiritual journey, there are no roadmaps. There cannot be any roadmaps. There cannot be any guidelines. There cannot be any teachings which you learn point by point and suddenly you're there. You have to flow along with a living master, a guru or a teacher, because this flow is dynamic. What you're experiencing right now is your dream state of consciousness, is spilling over your waking state, is spilling over your sleep state. This should not happen. This is something when you start experimenting with things that you're not there yet, not ready for those experimentations. You said you have been doing this dream yoga. This dream yoga is an advanced tantric practice. This is a practice once you have learned to be the master of your waking state, then you start exploring dream state and you start going into the dream state consciously. Once you have that awareness established in the waking state first, so that you know where you are, so that first of all you're out of the dream that you're constantly in anyways. Until you're out of the dream that you're dreaming for so long, until your waking state becomes a really waking state with your eyes open, with no dreams in your eyes, there is all the danger in going into the realms of your dream and experimenting with the realms of your dream. What's happening here in your experience is your dream realm, because you are playing with it, because you're going in that uncharted territory all by yourself. Your imagination is taking that state and spilling it over your waking state, and you're seeing ostriches and dogs and whatnot, creating more and more dreams in your waking state. And also in your deep sleep state, if these images have been appearing in your yoga nidra, in your deep sleep state practice, then you have even corrupted the deep sleep state practice for yourself as well. If your dreams, if these figments of imaginations are spilling in your deep sleep, are spilling in your waking state, this is not a good sign at all. So my recommendation to you would be to stop doing all these dream practices, this dream yoga, these advanced practices. Start first of all with establishing your awareness in here and now, in the waking state, where you first of all deal with all the dreams that you take in this waking state, waking up out of those dreams, being awake, being aware in the reality first, before you go into those explorations which have their own place but require a dedicated lifetime of practice to reach there. If your aim is to explore the dream state, I'm not stopping you from doing that. All I'm saying is learn to establish yourself in the waking state first. Learn to establish yourself in a meditative state first before you go into other realms of consciousness. There's one more question which the questioner, the same meditator, posts, I would like to address. The meditator says, I'm new to the community and started with the Tantra sessions right from the beginning. In the first session, after the introduction, Dhyanse suggests to try each meditation at least 3 times to find out if it's a fit. On the other hand, there is a new Tantra meditation each day. So how do you do that? Do you try the new technique every day and keep practicing the other ones until you have done 3 times? Doesn't it get confusing? This may be not just your question. This may be a question of other meditators as well, flowing along this Tantra journey with me live or with the recordings at their own pace. See that right now we have committed ourselves for these 112 sessions. Would you like to commit for 336 sessions? Would you like me to wait and repeat each technique 3 times and have 336 sessions with me? Probably the answer is no. See that these teachings, these Tantra teachings, are teachings for a lifetime. And what is happening here in these sessions is instilling something in you so that while you unpack this, while you take your own time over a lifetime to unpack this, you have a certain reference. You know what to do. You unpack this throughout your life. This, what is being instilled, the vibration of Tantra that is being instilled in you. Yes, the techniques that are there, if you just look at the techniques, those techniques may need you to repeat those techniques, may need you to explore those techniques on your own to come to this realization whether they are a good fit for you or not a good fit for you. But what is happening in these live sessions is far more bigger than the techniques. While going through this journey of 112 techniques in 112 sessions with me at once, the Tantra vibration is installed in you for the rest of your life. And as you come back to this in different experiences, in different phases of life, as you pick up these techniques once again, when this Tantra vibration is fully there in you, and you pick up in 5 years, you pick up in 10 years, whenever you like, you'll come back to this again and again, and you will know what to do. So see this as a very intense installation of the Tantra vibration as we go along in these 112 sessions, and the unpacking, the unfolding, the absorption of this over a lifetime. Not just only 3 sessions for every meditation technique. Let us listen to the technique for today, very briefly understand that and practice this in our own silence. This technique requires more explanation, so I will take this tomorrow. For now, let us sit in silence. Let us sit in awareness of this moment, awareness of the awareness, awareness of oneself. Be rooted in the waking state, not in the dreaming, not in the sleep, but be rooted in here and now. Please close your eyes and take a posture that is comfortable for you. With your body relaxed, in a restful posture, not leaning forwards or backwards, not to the right or the left. As your body finds its restful posture, shift your awareness inwards. allowing your awareness to settle on its own without leaning on any object. Your awareness may want to lean on the body or on the mind, on the thoughts. Simply let your awareness be without leaning anywhere. As if your awareness is sitting still. Slowly awareness settling on its own. No focus on the body or the mind or the breath. Awareness settling on its own. in this stillness, in this silence, awareness becoming aware of itself. Awareness of awareness. In this stillness, in this silence, letting go of all effort. Remaining aware and silent. In these moments, awareness to the stillness in your body, to the stillness in your mind. And very gently and slowly, you may open your eyes. Maintaining the stillness, the silence, and the awareness. Taking this stillness, silence, and awareness in your daily life. Once again, it is not an advertisement, but an invitation. If you wish to be a part of this spiritual journey with other meditators, learning from each other, sharing their love, their truth with each other on this journey, if you have the calling for a community, please write me an email with your introduction, with your calling for the community, your interest in the community, and what would you like to give back to the community. Thank you very much. Namaste.